Hey, it's Morgane. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you real examples of search intent and what people are typing into Google according to different industries. So you can use this exercise and examples for your own business after you've listened to this episode. Quick question before we start. If someone was sitting at their laptop right now, stressed, needing help with the exact thing you do, what would they actually type into Google? Not the polished version and not the version you would put on a presentation, but the real half-panicked, I need this fixed version. What they would actually say to their best friend over a coffee. Because here's the thing. Most service providers have no idea, and that gap between what you think your client searches and what they actually search is probably costing you clients right now. So today I want to walk you through this. We're just going to be thinking through real search behavior across a few industries so you can steal the exercise for your own business by the end of this episode. So let's get into it. So here is the thing nobody talks about when it comes to SEO. Not everyone searching for your keyword is the same kind of person. Some people are curious, they're learning, they type things like what is SEO, for example, or how to get more clients, and they might become a client at some point, but today is not that day if they are searching for this. Then there is another group of people, the ready-to-buy group. They're not learning anymore, they already know what they need, they just need to find the right person. And what they're typing into Google is different. Usually it's, in my case, copywriter for a therapist, why is my website not bringing in clients? So it's the same topic, but completely different intent. And if your content is only written for the first group, those who are searching for information, you're putting all your effort to create content for people who are not ready to buy right now. It's necessary, but not the only focus. So here's a little exercise. Stop thinking about your client as a persona for a second. Picture an actual human at 11:34 p.m. They cannot sleep. They have their phone or laptop open, they're stressed about the exact problem that you solve. They're not doing research for fun, they're not looking for entertainment, they are stressed, worried. What are they typing? What's going on in their head? Curious searches tend to sound calm and general. Ready-to-buy searches tend to sound urgent, specific, and sometimes almost a little desperate. And that's the whole difference. I want to show you a few examples for different industries so you can hear the difference. Let's start with a vet. A curious search would be, how often should I deworm my dog? This is normal, right? Not urgent. But a ready-to-buy search would be, emergency vet open now, vet accepting new clients near me, or first puppy appointment. It's not urgent, but you see the intent is to have a consultation. This is a completely different energy in the search. So now let's take the example of a therapist. A curious person would be searching things like signs of anxiety, common signs, or how can I tell if I am depressed? When should I ask for help? This is common, what we call top of the funnel, so you want to talk to these people, but not create content only for them. A ready-to-buy person would be searching for therapist for anxiety, accepting new clients near me. So they have already diagnosed the problem in their own head. They already know they have anxiety and they're done with it, like they want a solution. So they're not looking for information anymore. They're looking for a name, a therapist, someone who is going to show up at the top of Google searches so that they can go and book a call. Now let's talk about a business coach, right? So a curious person would type something like how to get more clients. Everyone types this at some point. But a ready-to-buy client would type business coach for service providers who's actually booked out. That actually booked out part matters because that's someone who is tired of empty promises and wants proof. And let's do one more. a lawyer, for example. A curious person would be typing, do I need a lawyer for my general terms and conditions, for example. But a ready-to-buy client would type lawyer for small business contract disputes, eventually city name, because this is specific, a specific problem, a specific location, and this person is ready to act. So you see the pattern. The ready-to-buy version is never vague. It's always specific, it's mostly urgent, and it usually includes a qualifier, a location, for example, like near me, or right now, or actually, something that shows they already know exactly what they need. But here is where most service providers get it wrong. They write content for the curious person only because it feels like the right thing to do. It feels helpful. But you also need to write content for the ready-to-buy person, the one who's already about to hire someone, because these people rarely find anything written for them. Their search is so specific and so urgent that most websites are not actually tackling, because they are busy answering the beginner question instead. And this is why you can have visitors to your website but still have nobody ready to say yes, because they are actually ready to say yes, but the content is not written for them. So here is your one thing to do after this episode. Open Google, type your own service the way a stressed out client, a worried client would type it. Once again, not the way you would write a blog title or social media post. Definitely not. And see what shows up. See if your own website is even in the top results, right? And if it's not, this is a sign that your content is talking to one category of people only. And now you know what to do. So that's it for this episode. If you want to go deeper into this, I wrote a full blog post that breaks down exactly how to build content around this kind of intent. The link will be in the description of this episode. And if this hit home and you want a second pair of eyes on your own content and search strategy, I do single strategy sessions where we go through your website, what your ready-to-buy client is actually searching, and whether your website is showing up for it or not. I will also drop the link below if you want to grab a spot. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!